playing as Germany is really an art, as they say, especially if they're from Austria and they're in painting school. They totally say that clearly. That's why today we're going to be turning our Germany run into what Germany should have been all along. That's right, the path nobody expects Germany to go down, of course, ever, never, ever. Seriously, no. What's more is if we get 8,532 likes on this video, we will do the final part of the campaign where we play it out until 1936, so we get the last remaining achievements as Germany, and we form that juicy European democratic, clearly democratic union, right? Also, if you enjoy the content, consider subscribing. I'm trying to get to 190,000 subs by the end of the year, and that is pretty much fast approaching. And guys, there is a massive Humble Bundle sale only for a short period of time, so make sure you take advantage of this. Almost all Paradox games have discounts up to 70%, some more, some less, of course. If you use my link in the description, you will help out the channel a lot. Of course, this is a good time to just pick up some of the games you always wanted or some of the DLCs you maybe don't have yet. I am not affiliated and I'm not sponsored by Humble Bundle. I'm simply letting you guys know so you don't miss out on this. It really is a unique moment that you can take advantage of. And I only get paid whatever you guys decide. There is a slider when you purchase stuff on Humble Bundle, so you get to choose if you give me anything or if you don't give me anything. I'm okay with not getting anything, of course. I'm just letting you guys know so you don't miss out on this, because I've seen so many times people just asking, Ludi, do you know when there's a discount? Because I want to get the games and I don't want to pay 400 bucks for all the freaking DLCs, and I fully understand. That's why you guys should really take advantage of this particular moment right now. So even the hate gang, you can use my link and not give me any of the money. That's fine with me. Just get the game for yourself and have fun. That's what's important. I feel like right now we have a bit of a choice in our society, since we can choose to make the new protectorate of Gaza an integral part of our society, and you know, we've already banned certain horrible legislation that they had, and we're gonna either make them German and give them the same rights we have, or we're gonna leave them in a limbo. What do you guys think we should do? Let me know in the comment section. Right now, to give a little bit of an overview of our colonial empire, it looks a little bit like this. It's easier to see when you go to the market. We have Madagascar. We just started into the southern bits of Africa expansion. We have this area here as well. Very little in South America. We're gonna continue to ramp up South America though, not to worry. Uruguayan market. For some freaking reason, Brazil joined Uruguay's market. That makes no sense to me. We also managed to get the northern countries, and we got the Dutch in our market. Egyptians actually joined on their own freaking accord, which was a little bit surprising. We might be able to get some more nations in Africa in it, but most of the nations in Africa I'm just gonna be directly colonizing. We started colonizing all around here. We do need to invest more in our institution. We only have a level 1 colonial institution. We want to bring it up to level 4 to speed up that colonization process. So that means we're going to need to build a lot more bureaucratic buildings. So let's go over here, government administration, and we're just going to be spamming a few of these, out-clicking them all over the German Empire provinces. There you go. The southern bits have a lot of population right now because, well, we just integrated them. They're the newest addition, right, to the German people, because, you know, German people, when you think about it, you think about the Prussians, right? Everybody's German for that matter, okay? Or will be anyway. We're also trying to get cultural exclusion, which should help a lot with our radicals and with, you know, integrating our minorities a little bit better as well. From a political perspective, we have a lot of other things we need to change. Like, we want to change over from homesteading. Of course, it's better than tenant farmers, but it's still not the best. We want to switch over to commercialized agriculture whenever we have the chance to. We also want to switch to public health insurance, which is surprisingly difficult. I'm not really getting much support for this, and we want to do that because it's going to give a standard of living for all of the population, not just the upper strata, which they don't really care much about that stuff anyway. Look at that. These bad boys have 200 freaking income right now. They're on the wealthy tier, whilst the rest of the country is basically impoverished. So, you know, we got to work on that a little bit more, right? Economically, we are revitalizing. We went down to medium taxation. We were on very high taxes for a while, I think like 4 years after we formed Germany, so we can catch up with well, with a lot of things. And this is the first time we have a positive on our balance in a while. We've been on the negative for quite some time. I actually had to destroy some of my construction sectors so that I can catch up, but things are starting to shape up. We also lost a lot of radicals, and we're still losing a lot of radicals, and we're gaining loyalists. So the next few years, it's not going to be about expansion as much as it's going to be about fixing our radical loyalist situation, getting getting better legislation, getting a high standard of living for the entire population, not just the upper strata. And as such, you know, the richer the general population is, the easier it is to build up our economy, of course. And whilst we're doing all of that, we're going to be continuing to make protectorates and turning those protectorates into dominions and so on as we progress in the campaign, right? Of course, primarily that's going to be in Africa. South America, like I said earlier, it's going to have to take priority too. But Brazil is helping anybody we might attack. So whenever we do decide to go into South America, we got to have enough reputation, because 6.5 infamy is not going to cut it. It's going to have to be 0, since Brazil alone, making a protectorate out of them, is 55 infamy. To be fair though, me attacking Brazil now would fix a lot of issues. I don't think I would have the fleet to do a naval invasion there though. That's my big concern. Speaking of, let's get some extra admirals on this fleet here. And yeah, we're gonna need to build some more ships for the fleet. Yeah, let's get 3 first capital ships and then a few more frigates after, later down the line, I guess. Make sure we also have the naval base to power of the purse to recruit units a little bit quicker. Seeing as we already have Oman, we might as well just get the previous colony of Oman here in Zanzibar, since this has alone 1.1 million GDP and 1.5 million population, a huge amount and an absolute massive addition to our empire. Eureka, everybody, we got cultural exclusion. That's gonna help out so much, helping with those accepted cultures especially. It's gonna be a big deal. Now, this is not the final form though. We definitely want to get multiculturalism whenever that's gonna be available, right? As that way all populations within our empire are gonna redo their interest groups first and foremost. And we have quite a lot of endorsement for commercialized agriculture. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. This way, the lower strata pops are gonna be way more attracted to the trade unions, which is better than having everybody going for the freaking agrarians. I hate those guys. They keep revolting every 5 seconds. Let people be a part of the trade union. What's the worst thing that can happen? What are they gonna do? Form a freaking political party and establish a communist style society in our country? Can you even imagine that happening? Come on, man. That's just a dream. That would never happen to us. Okay, time for a naval invasion smack in the middle of their country here. Let's go, boys. Don't worry about the naval invasion efficiency being a little bit lowered. These guys essentially have sticks that they're going to be throwing at us in this particular engagement. Ellis Roberts was exiled from Sierra Leone. What the hell did this guy do to get exiled from Sierra Leone? I mean, you got to be real bad to get, you know, exiled from that peaceful country, obviously, right? Oh, we got a Bosniak mass migration. That's awesome. My favorite people in the world. In fact, I hope that one day they're gonna start singing for us. Make an awesome song. We're gonna call them all Dua Lipa. Liba with the B, okay? Hey, even more amazing legislation. Corporatism, everybody's favorite law, lowers the radicals from standard of living in accepted cultures, which is quite a sizable amount of our country right now, let's face it. And it looks like our progress into Zanzibar is gaining momentum big time, actually. Do we have the entire... Yep. Honestly, one of the best thing about having the Dutch in my particular market is that now we have all of the Indonesian lands here in our market. So that's a lot of the really rare goods that we were lacking before that we basically have. So we don't have anything that's extremely expensive right now. We basically have the best market in the world. Much better than the British one, that is for sure. Even though they have the British Raj, which I'm kind of thinking to steal from them very soon. Maybe we should start munching our way into these lands now. We do a little bit of Russian-German super alliance against the Turks and Persia, with the final goal of making a puppet out of Persia and Kalat, for that matter, since they're in the war. Might as well take 2 birds out with 1 stone, right? We didn't do any war goals against the Ottomans. I feel like I probably should have added some stuff against them, since they are right now an extremely easy target, but it's fine. No war goals means we can piece them out a little bit quicker too. So let's do a naval invasion over here. Use which army? The smallest one imaginable. I really wish sometimes when you call in your allies that they would properly send units. Right now the Russians are literally just, they mobilize 45 units, that's it, and like another random 6 here, 45 there, 1 there, 3 there. What is this, man? I'm literally defending your own freaking front. What is this? Not even cool, bro. And I'm not sure if that's the intended way of you know, the AI behaving with the 1.5 patch for Victoria 3, but I hope it's not the intended way. That's for sure. I hope it's not. Let's also do a cheeky naval invasion in Kerman and get 15% enactment chance for commercialized agriculture. Don't mind if I do, actually. Look at my units go through them like a freaking knife through butter right there. Absolute knife through butter. Are we actually gonna see any proper fights, Ottomans? You actually gonna use your proper soldiers? Oh, I forgot. You don't actually have any actual proper soldiers, do you? Because you're a backwards country. You're the sick man, okay? You're the sick man. Six man? No, you're the sick man of Europe. Shut up, okay? You don't even know how to spell it. You don't even know how to speak English, do you now? I really feel like I should have set up liberating the Holy Lands as one of my goals. Maybe I'll do that in the next war. Because I actually don't mind taking the Holy Lands for myself, just for the role play, really. Okay, see, this is another one of my griefs. We opened up a massive front, but the unit that did the opening retreated. Now I have no freaking clue where they are or what the hell is going on here. But yeah, we need to push in here and win the freaking war quickly as consequence. We're actually super close with getting the legislation, 55%, and it passed to voting. So it's almost a guarantee that we're gonna get it then. Oh boy, civil war you say, huh? Don't freaking go to civil war. Thank you. Not another one. We had enough of those in this particular run. No war goals against the German Empire. Wait, what? What are you talking about? We don't have any war goals set in our diplomatic plays. Excusez-moi? Conquer Zanzibar? From moi? France? What the fuck? That is in fact the first time I've ever seen the AI actually try and attack. Fair enough. Well, kudos to you for that, AI. Kudos, bro. Kudos. We can call in the Brits and the Egyptians. The Brits actually want us to humiliate the French, so I'm actually pretty cool with that. There you go. We got 2 nations on our side, and I got no troops by the border. It's fine. We'll send some in a few moments. Let's think about what our war goals are gonna be, though. What do I want from the French now, actually? Maybe I can take French Senegal. That seems like a pretty good deal to me. Yeah, let's transfer subject French Senegal, since this is a pretty sizable country. Look at that. It's got like 3 different states, or 4 different states, really. 5 actually. Holy shit, that's a lot of states and a lot of GDP as well. Now let's send one of our units from here to actually defend Alsace-Lorraine, shall we? Okay, we seem like we have finished the war against the Ottomans. We got Kars, and that is 200,000 population. Not a big deal, really. Now we also enforced on Afghanistan with nothing because we didn't have enough maneuvers to actually make him a puppet also, but we did get the maneuvers for Kalat. So let's make sure this unit doesn't retreat for the 3rd freaking time and actually does what I ask it to do. Let's see who we can also spare and send on over to the main French front. Okay, war is over here, so we can send all of our units to the French front. Quickly, boys. We're gonna need these troops there. Since the French have a sizable army, let's see how many they got now. They got 231 with 123. We have 295 regular. And we got Kalat. Nice. Let's wait for a few moments, and then we're gonna get also Monsieur Pargia. Hey, pan-nationalism. That's awesome. Take note, if we waited for pan-nationalism before actually forming Germany, we would have gotten the claim on Alsace-Lorraine, and as such, it would have been integrated or incorporated. We wouldn't need to incorporate it. But I don't think it's worth it waiting for pan-nationalism for another 20 years when you can just form Germany a lot faster the way I did it in my particular run, right? Okay, boys. Hey, we got commercialized agriculture. Awesome. The game plan is not to lose. That is the game plan. Looks like the English are losing, though, so they're not really taking notes on what the game plan is. Our main army is kicking some French butts, though. Definitely kicking some French butts. We might have to do some naval invasions, which is where the English come into play, because they actually are already doing naval invasions. Okay, boys. Okie dokie. Because with the 1.5, red means enemy units, blue means allies, and green means your own units. So no matter what your actual color is for your country, it's going to be these colors that you're going to have in the battlefield, which I think is a lot better because it's easier to understand which one is your trooper, which one is your ally, which one is the enemy, so you know where to assign the unit and where to be focusing on, essentially. Another thing I like is that the power plant is in fact in the development tab, since it is essentially a part of your state, right, and government, so it's easier again to keep track of that as well. A lot of changes in 1.5 have made the game 10 times better from my particular opinion. I wish this was in fact the launch version for Victoria 3, but I'm still happy that, you know, even though it was not the launch version, it is 1,000 times better now with this particular patch than it ever was before the game. You know, it's actually a challenge now, and I mean, not only is it a challenge, but it's a lot more varied. So when you play it, depending on what country you're playing as and what kind of a run you want to do, you're gonna have a lot of fun and you're gonna have a different outcome. That is very important, the differentness. Okay, we're gonna try again. Well, we're actually gonna try for the first time to do that sneaky invasion here, hopefully with the British help a little bit, and we're also gonna send more units to the front line because we have some more in reserve that we can send over here. Right now, the balance is definitely on our side. 44% advantage compared to the enemy's inferior units. It means that we will be winning. It's just a matter of time now. Look at that, 77 advantage. That is freaking huge. Honestly, in this kind of a situation, the trick is to just start as many fronts as possible. We're doing a naval invasion in Aquitaine. We've already successfully done one in Marseille. We're attacking from here and we're attacking them in the colonies. They have to crack. At the very least, give me white peace, because I don't want to give you Zanzibar, okay? It's my land, bro. Oh man, the war system strikes again. Oh, this is really frustrating. I'm losing the war. I got -3 war score, 32 war score, and I've won every fucking engagement, bro. It's just ridiculous. Like 364,000 casualties. They got 415,000 casualties. And again, and look, I'm taking all the land I can, and they don't even have the war target. Come on. I get it at least if they took Zanzibar and they had it as a war target, but like this, what? They're winning the war without actually freaking winning. Now I know what the Germans felt after the peace treaty in First World War, because this is basically the same situation here. We're winning, but we're losing. What? Come on. This is honestly beyond frustrating. Like, I had freaking Paris and I still lost the war. Sure, maybe I got a little bit greedy there with the war goals. Might be on me. Why not? But you know what? I'm gonna make it my own little personal agenda to screw France in this particular run. I mean, genuinely screw them. I'm gonna take them completely out of Africa. They're not gonna have a single colony left here by the time I'm done with them. Let's check our infamy now. We got 45, so we have enough infamy we can do, so we can get more colonies in Africa before the French do. And we're gonna make sure to get the electric telegraph before the next war with the French, where we lower war exhaustion by 25% from casualties. This tech right here is a really freaking big deal. Also now, since we've got electricity unlocked, we're gonna start building up our electric power plants. We want to have a few of these in every single state, so we can switch all of our states over to the electrical production methods, especially for the cattle fences, for the sawmills, the electric sawmills, and of course for our town halls, change the electric street lights. This is gonna free up so much population. It's going to double our economy in the process. Let's start that off actually with the bigger states like Silesia and so on, the big states that also require a lot of population. Since for example in Saxony we have population shortages to work in our particular factories and so on here. And talk about game changers, alongside electricity, synthetic plants are a massive deal, since it allows us to get dyes in Europe via synthetically producing these. We don't need to import them from the other half of the world, you know, from the tropical rich areas. So let's make Franconia our dye producing state. Queue up 50 dye or 51 synthetic plants over here. So real talk, do we actually need to puppet Tunisia? No. Am I doing it simply so I can piss off the French? Yes, that's exactly actually why I'm doing it. I got a bone to pick, and this bone doesn't lack the French, okay? It's a French hating bone for some reason. So I got a really strange trade proposal here. They want me to give them 26,000 pops and 4k GDP in exchange for Inner Mauritania, which would be a blocked off state. Yeah, I'm gonna say no, the Netherlands. What the actual F, brother? Alright, also Tunis is now my protectorate, so they're a part of my market as well, which helps because they actually have some decent resources. And we also want to focus on increasing that education level, which I have been kind of neglecting, and we need more bureaucracy for that matter. So let's build more of these bad boys around. Oh, looks like we got unlimited power. No, we're gonna go for the steam turbine 6k progress. Thank you very much. That's actually a juice. I feel like we've essentially gotten a repeat of what happened a few years ago, because the French, guess what, attacked us again. They took advantage of the fact that we are at war with the rebels over in Indonesia, and they've actually attacked. Not gonna lie, that is pretty impressive. I mean, they should be worried now that we called in the Brits and the Egyptians, but they were very confident before, and look at that. German involvement in East Indies peasant revolt swayed them towards attacking us. That is just honestly big brain. I'm happy to see that the AI now makes these kind of decisions and these kind of calls. It's not as easy peasy lemon squeezy as it was prior to this particular update, in my opinion. Okay, now I do want to take Senegal in this particular war from them, which is why I positioned one of my armies here so we can grab our war target as soon as we possibly can in Senegal. And if possible, I want to liberate the French East African or former Zimbabwe lands, and I can puppet them later down the line whenever I have the infamy. Right now I got 57 infamy. We need to go down below 30 before we continue to expand. I have been a little bit of a naughty boy. I've definitely lowered the autonomy, and like Persia is now a dominion, and Khalad, and I've expanded in other areas, so we need to chill and we need to fix our economy. We are in the process of getting electricity in pretty much every single one of our states, and as a consequence we can switch over to electrical production methods, which is the way. But first, let's deal with this particular war and see how it goes. Because I did learn from the last engagement with the French, it might seem easy, but it might not be so easy. Okay, we finished with the rebels in Indonesia, so we can bring those two armies back home. To arms, everybody! Defend against the vile French! And let's do a naval invasion too against the vile French into Senegal. Let's go, boys. Don't mind the naval invasion penalty. We don't have anyone to fight there, so we'll be fine. Let's attempt another time to get rid of assembly. This would be attempt number 3, if I'm not mistaken. We failed this a few times, but it's a good legislation I would love to get my hands on, so fingers crossed with this one. Okay, it's going a little bit better than before. The Brits actually managed to invade Senegal, but the French are taking it back, so we're gonna have to send some units to protect that area. And we've also invaded and taken back Zanzibar. Did I say Zanzibar twice? I meant Senegal before, not Zanzibar. Wait, did I say Senegal or Zanzibar? My brain is so freaking rotten right now. It's insane. I've been playing way too much Tarkov recently. I'm genuinely curious to see what kind of ships they have. Oh, damn. They got monitors and ironclads. We only have ironclads. We need to research monitors too. Well, that explains what the why the French have been dominating the seas. What about the British? Where's your fleet at, Brit? Okay, they have frigates and ironclads. Yeah, we're in the same situation. We also have frigates and ironclads. How are the French so freaking far ahead of everybody already, man? Come on. Whatever the case, we did a sneaky here, and we've managed to get the French Senegalian provinces, which is a positive, let's face it. Wait, did I not put Liberate Zanzibar? I thought I freaking put Liberate Zanzibar as one of my war deals. Oh my lord. Okay, let's try and get their North African possessions whilst we're at it, and then we can do some sneaky invasions by the coastlines of France. How the hell did I lose my iron mine prosperities? You snapping me, bro? What is this? Productivity 7.1. Really right now? You know what? I think I might just change the German metals company with something else. Let's go with a company that would benefit us a little bit more in this situation we're in. How about loyalists from standard of living or radicals reduction from standard of living? Both of these are pretty decent for now. Let's go. Let's establish one of these. That should be up to 100 prosperity fairly fast. And the French are starting to lose war score now. Hell yeah, baby. Give me that French war deal. It's time we win a war against the French. You know. What the fuck just happened? What? Britain, you scumbags. Why would you peace out like that? Oh my god. Well, that is not good at all. I was getting so excited because I was actually getting a little bit of a progress in this particular war. We're still gonna win it, not to fear though. Obviously, we're gonna have freaking Omanis rebelling in the middle of the freaking war. Come on, Oman. Get your snaps together. Is this war even worth it? I mean, actually, is this even worth it? Like, me being involved in this war is basically just a waste of my freaking time. I could be doing way better things with my time right now instead of just slogging it out with the French. The problem is that we literally have the same types of troops, the same types of artillery. They do have a benefit with their bigger navies, which is kind of kicking my ass. And even though I have the war targets... Oh, shit. They took Tripolitania. Okay, I lost one of the war targets. I do have Senegal, though. I got that going for us, right? I feel like this is going to take another 3 to 4 years to finish, and I don't think it's worth it. I'm gonna do a white peace with them. I'm basically biting my lip here, but I'm gonna do a white peace because if I don't, then I'm gonna be wasting more units, more population, because I am actually losing population in this war, right? That's the most important bit. I will attack them on my own terms once I have trench infantry and a bigger navy. So whilst we're waiting for everything and for that truce with the French to expire, let's actually build a navy. I think that's a must right now for us. The reason we basically lost that war is because we didn't have a freaking navy. Well, technically it wasn't a loss. It was equals. What do you even call it? Status quo, whatever. Okay, time to continue to reduce autonomies now in our colonial holdings. They will accept, obviously, because they're my little schnappledorp. Okay, we managed to do another journal entry, so now we can get 5.85k progress for combustion engine. Speaking of, let's check that out. How close are we to getting that combustion engine? We're really close. 11 months. Let's queue that up next. And speaking of, let's also get pneumatic tools, which is going to help us out with getting more hardwood by 25% output. That is a big deal. Plus, construction sector throughput is really good too. And we are, of course, semi-chilling, waiting for our infamy to go down. Our economy is definitely ramping up though. And I am, of course, whilst chilling, annexing all those small little schnappledoops in Africa. That's still a part of chilling, okay? It counts as chilling. Let's send our units to chill over in Awusa for a little bit, of course. They do be enjoying that Chilius Maximus. Oh my lord, no freaking way. We actually got right of assembly. Hells to the yes. All right, that means we got guaranteed liberties unlocked as well now, so we can try and gun for those guaranteed liberties. Let's see, 5% chance. I'll take it. I'll freaking take it. This is one of the best legislations in the game, guys. Check it out. 15% less radicals from standard of living and 15% more loyalists from standard of living. It's gonna fix so many freaking issues. It's unbelievable. Not to mention the revolution and secession progress reduction is big as well. I'm also gonna do the world a favor by making the homie my puppet, and I'm also banning slavery in the homie, since you guys probably know this if you watch my videos or if you know a little bit of history, that the homie was one of the biggest slave trading empires in the 19th century, and it was destroyed by the Brits when they made them stop trading in slaves. But yeah, it's us today. The Germans are making them stop doing that because we're the good guys in this particular timeline, okay? Oh yes, baby. We have what? Oh, Benny just back down. Okay. Wissies. We have 46% for guaranteed liberties, which is a massive deal. Come on, guaranteed liberties. Give me what I need. And we're also surveying skyscraper spot now, which is likely going to be Brandenburg. At least I hope so. And I just noticed that we have New Africa in the New World, which is a breakaway state from the United States, I'm assuming, which is at war again with, what the hell is this? Udaham Uprising. Okay, that is not Mexico, is it? Nope. Yeah, they've done a little bit of border war here. Not really happy with what's going on. Weird how they chose to take Mexican states rather than take Texas from the Mexicans, but I mean, who am I to judge, right? After all. Also, Gig Canal Downs have been formed, and they still haven't fully colonized everything in the north, which is pretty pepega. I'm trying to get in alliance with the Brits, but I might just attack them later down the line and take some of their colonies, transfer those up to me once I have gotten all of Africa, of course, and the Middle East. Oh, another trade proposal from the Dutch. You know what, man? Hands down, this patch is amazing. I said it already a few times, but I'll say it again because look at this. AI is sending trade proposals. AI is attacking you when you have other wars. AI is actually going for the war targets and, you know, doing some semi-tactics, upgrading their military before attacking. It's really doing pretty good. Now, the way that I see it, they're giving me Dutch Mauritania, which is 60,000 pops and a little bit less GDP by 2,000, but it cuts off their access to inner Mauritania, so why not? Screw it, man. I'm accepting that. There you go. That was actually a decent trade, not gonna lie. Like, legitimately a proper decent trade right there. I'm happy with that. Oh, sweet. One more company, boys. And I'm annexing Madagascar because these provinces here are gonna allow me to get dye plantations in, and it's gonna make it easier to just put one of my armies in Madagascar, with which I'm gonna use afterwards to just invade the various nations in Africa, instead of every single time having to bring my troops either from Arabia or from Germany to invade stuff. I'm gonna select the migration attraction one. Our population is really not doing great. We got 41 million, but we need to get a lot more people. So I'm either gonna attack the Chinese and get one of their big states, or I'm just gonna improve my migration attraction, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm probably gonna do both of those things, to be fair. Look at my situation improve massively now that we got guaranteed liberties. I'm gonna see these radicals slowly absolutely disappear from my nation, and screw you, I'm not getting national militia, you scumbags. What the hell, man? Oh, for Christ's sake, cannot exile you. Oh, I would love to. You know what? Screw you. I'm exiling you. Get out of here, bro. How dare you start a revolution in my lands? Yeah, let's see what other legislation we can change now. Protected speech, 25% technological spread. Yes, please, give me that. Looks like our migration is attracting a lot of Ukrainians that have begun migrating from Austro-Hungary to Hanover and the surrounding states. Glad to see that. I'm gonna help the Dutch once more in exchange for Dutch Guinea, which is this juicy state here that produces rubber, my main bane right now, and I'm gonna help them quell their new rebellion in Indonesia. They've had like how many? 5 of them already in this particular playthrough? Come on, man. Oh wait, this is a revolt that they have. I thought it's Indonesians, man. Oh, that explains why they actually gave me Dutch Guinea. They really need me to help them them win this war. That's why. Because Dutch Guinea is in fact now German Guinea apparently. 500,000 GDP and 250,000 population. So it's a sizable state right there. Oh no, they also have the Dutch East Indies revolt. Right. They have two wars at the same time. The Dutch are really struggling here. Not shocked at all to see that Brandenburg is the site for our skyscraper, which we're going to be prioritizing actually. So let's go ahead and do this. Buyashnokos, Clicius Maximus, Alt Clicius Maximus for that matter, for the skyscraper, which is going to give us 25% more government administration throughput from our government administration buildings, and as well a little bit of urbanization. We're making so much freaking progress. It's ridiculous. 25% technology spread now because of our new legislation here. Protected speech. Funny how we have that, but we still have child labor allowed, and there's basically no support. Quite the contrary, we have a lot of opposition for restricting child labor. Oof. We're also going to prioritize getting these Zeppelins, which offer an extra 5% market access price impact, which is a huge freaking deal. Another one that improves that is macroeconomics. So in 5 years, whenever we're going to be getting that, that's going to bring us up to close to, I think actually 100 Mappy, isn't it? I think it's 100 then. Guess what, guys? Revolt number 7 for the Indonesians, and I can get more stuff from the Dutch to help them against their revolt. This is zero infamy for getting these states from the Dutch, and all I'm doing is just basically nothing, because I barely even send any units to help out. I feel like this is a little bit of an exploit. It's not an exploit, clearly it's a game feature, right? But it shouldn't be so easy to get this shit. What am I getting? Should I get the Niger Delta, which is 2 million GDP? Hell yeah, I'm going for the Niger Delta, boys. Oh, they don't want to give it because it's really high value. Okay, that's fair. What about the Windward Coast? Would you give me a Windward Coast? They would, and that's not bad because that's like close to 1 million GDP and 200,000 pops. Fair enough, boys. I like to see a little bit of historical gameplay, which is why us annexing the lands of Namakwe and Herero means we're gonna get the historical German West African colonies here, right? Or Southwest Africa? Historical Namibia, basically, right? If I'm able to get women's suffrage, that's gonna fix all of my workforce issues because I'm gonna get 15% more workforce ratio. That is a lot of freaking people. That's like what? It's like, come on, boys, we need women's suffrage. Let them suffer in the factories as much as we do. You know what I mean? That is what women's suffrage means, right? Right, guys? That women suffer, right? Is it that what it means? All right, so after annexing some of our South American former puppets, we have a lot more population now that we can use in our factories, and it's starting to show. People are migrating towards the German lands where they can get those juicy jobs in my mines. Speaking of, let's get 50 of those mines in Saxony. From an economic perspective now, we do have a lot of money. We're on very low taxation, and we are getting a massive amount of cash. Our civilians are enjoying a fairly good life. I would say if I want to increase the standard of living, I have to get more transport, so more tickets here done, and more clothes. Yes, the game seems to have a little bit of a stroke or something, and that should significantly increase my standard of living. That's gonna happen, don't worry. We're working on it. We also managed to get more rubber plantations all around the African bits, and we're maxing out all of those so we can switch on over afterwards our tooling to the machine steel tools. That is the goal first, and then we switch the other ones to the rubber input production methods, of course. And hey, look at that, 29% women's suffrage. Hell yeah. We also just discovered rubber in South Madagascar. Another reason why I annexed Madagascar, because I knew that we would eventually get rubber here. Let's get to building. 16 rubber plantations is really freaking good. We also can have up to 80 freaking coal mines in South Madagascar. So let's actually start integrating the Madagascar bits and build some more civilian administrations, or government administrations better yet. 20 extra % success chance if we get some more support or attraction for the petite bourgeoisie. I think that's a fair trade in my opinion. Our standard of living is also growing by the day, and I think it's also time for me to actually get some proper armies. I've been ignoring my armies for quite a while. It is the time to get the units. And speaking of, let's also color code our troopers so we can change the names. Let's name this one First German Army. Give it this cool icon and give it the obvious German blue. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about, boy. I don't know if you guys can see this. Look at that. That looks so much better, doesn't it? Wait, what? France is attacking me again? Come on, dude. Brother. The Americans also joined on the French side, and we got the Austro-Hungarians on our side. You know, this kind of feels like the actual First World War minus the British, essentially, since it's kind of what it is, right? Now, we didn't add too many war goals for ourselves. We will try to transfer Senegal again, but we failed failed twice already, so I'm not keeping my hopes up. I wasn't ready for this also, to be honest. I kind of feel like, you know, the AI always attacks when they know that I'm not gonna give it 100% of my attention. So they definitely are onto something. Holy shit. Yeah, okay, America. Good luck with passing through my 283 divisions defending this area. Okay, we got the one war done with Majertine, so we can use those troops now. Do a cheeky naval invasion with those units. Hey, 15% more workforce. Let's go, baby. Now it's when we're gonna start ramping up our production massively. Wait, enact presidential republic. Actually, you know what? I don't mind doing that now that I think about it. Let's get this guy as the leader of the political party. Yeah, I actually don't mind doing that. Presidential republic is really not bad because we want to go towards democracy more than anything else, right? Move away from monarchy. We've secured all the war targets, so we just gotta wait and hope that we're not gonna lose the front line here in Alsace-Lorraine. It's going strong though. Look at the amount of sprites on the map. That is so cool. Oh my god, check that out. We have like literal World War I artillery over here. Oh my god, I love the fact that they have different sprites for the different types of units. And hey, we're doing something good because we have 8 million loyalists compared to only 5 million radicals and 52 million population overall. We've been growing steady but surely. We've been definitely growing here, and we've done so without any of the getting provinces from China cheeses. And the French did a very successful landing in Egypt, since the Egyptians had no units left to defend their lands, and I didn't expect them to land there. They're going full on Napoleon on the Egyptians. That is a faux sure. They're still losing though. They're at minus +9 war support. We're at +32, and theirs is lowering a lot faster since we still have our war target and they don't have theirs. Oh, did our successful yep, okay, good, awesome. Let's push into here, please. Let's do as much damage to their home front here as possible. We want to destroy their economy, make them make schnapple-duper rooms in the... Oh, you scumbags! No! They took Sinai from Egypt! Oh my god, dude. Oh, I was gonna build a Suez Canal. Okay, I'm gonna have to declare my war when the truce is over after with the French. This is not gonna cut it. Like, the French have actually been annoying as schnaps this entire run, and I've kind of semi-ignored it because I didn't want to try hard, but yeah, France has got to go, boys. So they're getting their war score from invading my allies. They've invaded the Swedes. They invaded and capitulated the Austro-Hungarians too. Holy snap, bro. I'm gonna say it. France has got to be the best AI I've ever fought in Victoria 3 up until now, and I'm actually thinking to do a new French run just because of this to see how they fare. Okay, we took back the Swedish land, so we should be the ones that enforce our demands first. They're at -96. We are at -82. So give me Senegal, scumbags. Give me Senegal right now, France. I want it. I want it. I've been wanting Senegal for the past 20 years, bro. There you go. We got it. It's mine now. Hell yeah. Okay, totally worth it. Now we've got basically half of Africa. The other half belongs to the Brits for the time being. US wants white peace? Hell yeah. Let's do the white peace. Oil discovered in Yemen. About freaking time. 12 oil rigs we can construct here, and we're gonna max that schnapps right now. Haha, nice one. Cape Colony's Herero land for Namakaland. Yeah, I'm not gonna give you 100,000 pops for 11,000. You can get the schnapps out of my face. All hail the great presidential republic of Germany. Hey, we have an awesome flag. It's isn't that the modern German flag? Wait, is modern Germany a presidential republic? I always thought it was a US military base. I'm just joking. That's actually a joke. It's a bad joke, but it's a joke, okay? Please don't come at me. It's totally just a joke, guys. Come on, shut up, okay? Don't. All right, Borgu, time to Borg yourself as part of me. Here's another massive thing that was added, right, with 1.5. Essentially, when you do certain legislation, a lot of your population will reconsider their interest group approvals and support. So, for example, once we go to total separation of church and state, all of our pops will change, well, will reconsider their interest group support, whilst right now, of course, it is, you know, it's completely different. Same goes for a lot of other legislation, like, for example, getting peasant levies is gonna make our aristocrats get more attracted to armed forces. Same goes, less attraction for armed forces for the servicemen and so on. So all the legislation you go to, you got to be extremely careful because it will have a massive impact on your country. Not like in previous versions of the game when it really didn't make much of a difference. Now it actually does matter, and it matters a lot. All right, we're making a fuck ton of money now. What am I gonna do here? I don't need these taxes actually. 47.50. Yeah, let's remove the luxury tax. We can remove that one. Actually, we can remove both of these authorities, and we can use the extra authority points to issue some decrees, such as the resource industry in Saxony is going to be a massive deal, because then we go up to 70% throughput for our sulfur mines, and Saxony is our primary sulfur producing state right now. Look at that, we're getting a weekly balance of 45,000 from this alone. That is ridiculous. Same here, we've issued an edict in Bavaria, so it's up to 80% throughput now for our manufactories, because we issued the manufacturing industry edict or a decree, and that's giving us a profit of 114,000 balance. Holy mother, brother. Holy mother, man. Oh, what is this? Los Altos? What the hell is that, man? We've actually surprisingly reached our output capacity with most of the electrical factories here, so we need to make more power plants. A lot more power plants for that matter. Okay, boys, time for company number 4, and we have a tough decision here to make, because I like a few of the companies. Like, for example, I like the birth rate company. Plus 5% birth rate is huge, but then again, I'm probably just going to take some Chinese states before the 1900s, so we don't need to worry about population too much. Loyalists from standard of living increase is a huge one too. Radicals decrease from standard of living is really good. Construction is good. Oh my god, literally so many of these are freaking amazing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for loyalists from standard of living though. For now, we might change it to the construction one after. Let's see. We're okay with construction though. I'm not even bothering too much with it. I think we literally have everything we need to call ourselves an actual democracy. We are in fact the first democracy in the game. And yes, I know what you're thinking, child labor is allowed. It's shut up. Just shut up. You be quiet right now. Everybody knows children work in Starbucks from the age of 9, okay? How else do you think that you get the delicious chocolate chip, schnappeldoop, whatever the hell coffee they're serving in there? It's grinded down behind the shop in the sweatshop where the kids are work. Everybody, this is common knowledge, bro. Come on. No worker rights? This is an actual democracy. Holy shit. I would love to go for state atheism just for that juicy authority though. Authority and conversion. Plus 25% conversion, and all pops in Germany immediately reconsider their interest group support. Atheism becomes the state religion, even though atheism is the lack of religion, obviously, but anyway. And 10% of pops in your incorporated states become atheists from the get-go. Oof. Oof, I will try. I will definitely try. If we get this, we might sink down the path of communism, which is totally not what I'm trying to go for here. Shut up. Did I just notice the Americans attacking Russia? I'm genuinely curious to know what this war is about. So this is... Wait, what? Is that the one? No, that's not the one. This is the American-Mexican war, where the Americans basically want to conquer half of Mexico, and the Russians are helping the Mexicans. Okay, I see what's up. Hey, I saw another diplomatic play. Great Qing is attacked by the French, and the Russians are helping Qing because they have a defensive pact with them. Okay, interesting. Capture of Cambodia. Not even freaking Qing provinces. Oof. Oh, no way. We got an achievement for becoming an atheist nation. What is that? Holy shit, I didn't know that. Okay, so we got, what was it? We got euphoric, pass the state atheism law, and have the intelligentsia be powerful. Okay, I'm down for that. I don't mind a little bit of a medium achievement, apparently. Fair enough. And let's also have another attempt at getting graduated taxation. A 25% success chance is actually pretty decent. Hopefully it passes. Then that's going to literally double our freaking income. Imagine I'm just trying to integrate my vassal here of Oman, and freaking Egypt's just going like, no, we want to take Oman for ourselves, so we will defend them. Well, screw you, Egypt. I'm gonna be liberating Hejaz in that case. After 10 years without any monarchists in charge of our country, we must put the past behind us. As such, the Junkers will lose a lot of pro-monarchist ideology and will no longer have the royalist ideology overall, meaning we can use them if we need to in the future. They're not completely schnappledoops anymore. So we went from a pretty unstable from an economical perspective nation to an absolute democracy with the strongest economy in the campaign. On very high taxation, we go up to 5 million as it is, and we just started snowballing. I would love to continue this, so don't forget to leave that like so we do the final part of the saga, where we also try and restore the European Union, since now we are an actual democracy and we have that as an availability. And consider subscribing. Remember, I'm trying to get to 190,000 subs by the end of the year, and if you do subscribe, I promise only quality content in return. So until the next time, check out this awesome Japan run. And I want to give a massive thank you to all of my patrons, channel members, and Twitch subscribers. I would not be able to do this without all your support.